Well, like, I was born here, but my parents obviously weren't. They were immigrants.
Obviously.
So my family were we're pretty well known back home, and like where that is like Iran, but we're not Iranian. We're Kurdish.
Sick.
So pretty much my family, or like quote unquote clan, is like a warrior clan.
Oh my
and we're
God.
like pretty well known in that area. Like
Did
we're
you
like,
fuck up ISIS too, or not?
I don't know, we could have. We probably had volunteers there or some shit like that. But now we're mainly like a lot of us just fought the Iranian government, and like we're like fighting other clans. But like we're well known. Like we're like the war. Like when people know us, like if you say your last name, they know you.
What's your last name?
It's Kalashipur. So like you go in, you say your last name, it's like people know you. And,
Say it
like,
again. Sorry.
It's a Kalashi and then a Pur.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like people know you if you go back there and you say that last name.
So see, here's my bit.
Yeah.
I was born under the government that you guys fight.
Alright. Jeez.
A little bit of heat, but I'll give you this. Hold on, let's just say your bit first.
Alright.
What do you think should happen to Kurdistan?
Yo, obviously I'm gonna support it. Like
support what? No,
the
obviously
state
everybody's
of Kurdistan. Yeah.
state of Kurdistan.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want an Iranian state of Kurdistan or like a triple country state of Kurdistan? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
Kurdistan
like
is
Iraq,
spread out.
Syria, and Turkey,
Exactly.
right?
So do you want a larger state of Kurdistan, or do you want your own Persian Kurdistan? If
Well,
that's
obviously, yeah. Like
obviously,
Kurds,
which one?
All four.
All four. So
Yeah,
you want
no.
all the Kurds to get one bit of area,
one
so
bit of
like
area.
Israel or something, and be like, you guys chill there on your own.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm now my bit. I'm totally
Fair
for
enough.
that. I'm like huge into like if people want to separate, let them. Why not? Like if they feel like they have a distinct culture or whatever that they want to preserve through their own nature and they want to govern themselves, that sounds like a great idea. I don't see why anybody would be against that, except the central government, which wants to keep power.
Yeah,
over
I
people,
know exactly.
You know. So yeah, that's fantastic. But I know like a lot of Iranian people, especially the ones that are more like towards the center of the country, will be for keeping the country together.
Oh, no,
Similar
100%.
to how people in Canada are like. Many people will be super opposed to Quebec separating. And I'm like, why? Why do you care? Like, why would somebody in Alberta care if Quebec goes away?
Well, it's that like loss of power, right?
I guess, but here's the thing. I feel like, what kind of power are you trying to preserve, right? I think like a lot of the times people will bring up like trade relations and whatnot, currency, passports, all this stuff, and I'm like, if you really wanted to have these things still go, you still totally can't. Look at the EU, right? They travel between countries with no passport, no borders. They can work wherever. You can have all these things preserved while you have your own nation. It's just, do you want to do that, or do you want to be enemies if the separation were to happen?
No, for sure.
So,
and like in the Middle East, it would be lit to have something like that, but like the way the borders were set up is too much bad blood, and I don't think it's going to be able to be healed in like the next how many years or anything like that.
So what do you think is like a viable, like, do you think a Kurdish state is viable, or
well, I mean,
should we look for an alternative solution?
It would be awesome, but honestly, not really. Like, you look at Turkey, right?
They're not going to let go.
No, yeah, they call Kurds mountain Turks. Like, it's a derogatory term. It's like we're lesser.
Right.
Iraq, there was that genocide, during the Iraq War and stuff like that. Now they have their own autonomous region. Syria, of course, the ongoing civil war. And plus Iran's that whole like central government got that shit on lockdown.
Yeah, those guys are not gonna let go of anyone. But I think Iran has like a very ripe case for multiple separations. And again, most people from Iran would be super opposed to what I'm saying right now.
Oh yeah, no,
but
exactly.
I feel like there's so many large cultural groups. Yours is one. The Turks in Iran, it's funny because they're like very landlocked too. They have their own distinct region. The Kurds, the Turks, and you can totally separate them. They have their own language. They have their own solid economies running, and nobody wants to be under that government. So,
no, everyone hates it.
So I'm sure minorities feel that even more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You just take it right here.
All right.
Yeah, then you got like Kurds, Balochis, Azerbaijanis, and you got like a bunch of like other Arabs too in the south.
Yeah. So now the question is, how much separation can you inflict on the country before they all become super weak?
It probably won't happen unless a civil war happens.
But again, that's looking possible in the next
never
bit.
You never know.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Nice talking to you, man.
Thanks for the ride.